And in the Impact segment tonight, we continue now with Donald Trump, who I spoke with from Fort Myers, Florida, a few hours ago. All right, 1 week from tonight, you'll be on stage, Hofstra University, Long Island, New York, about 5 miles from my house. And it's going to be probably the most watched debate in the history of this country, because people want to see if you, Donald Trump, are going to take Hillary Clinton apart in a very personal way. Are you?
I have absolutely no idea. I think this: if she treats me with respect, I will treat her with respect. It really depends. People ask me that question, oh, you're going to go out there and do this and that. I really don't know that. You're going to have to feel it out when you're out there. But she's got to treat me with respect. I'm going to treat her with respect. And I'd like to start off by saying that, because that would be my intention.
Okay. Now, if she baits you into trying to say something inappropriate or explosive or controversial, are you aware that that might happen?
Hey, I went to the best school. I was the best. I was a very good student. I mean, you know, Bill, what kind of a question is that?
Well, I mean, look,
I mean, she can bait me, and I can bait her, and we'll see what happens.
No, I know, but there are strategies in the debate. So, say she says,
there are strategies.
Well, I'm Hillary Clinton, okay? And I say, you know, Mr. Trump, you're not qualified to be president. You've never held any office, and you've called women bad names and Muslims bad names and Mexicans bad names, and you're just not qualified. And I mean, I don't want your answer now, but that could absolutely happen.
Sure, and I can talk about her deleting emails after she gets a subpoena from Congress and lots of other things. I mean, I can talk about her record, which is a disaster. I can talk about all she's done to help ISIS become the terror that they've become, and I will be doing that. So, I mean, we're going to go back and forth, and she's got a lot of baggage. I'll tell you what, she's been there a long time, and we need change in this country. I mean, she's been there, Bill, a long time. When I hear her talking about what she's planning to do, why hasn't she done it for the last 30 years?
Well, she had to work for President Obama. But I'm curious about this. If she comes after you, for example, on the women's card, would you go into her marital history and things like that? Is that going to happen?
Well, you know, the New York Times wrote a story about me and women, and it turned out that it was a false story. And honestly, we're going to take that up with them at a little bit later date. We'll get rid of this first. We'll go through this little process first, which I think is going to end very successfully on November 8th. Outside here, I'm in Florida, we have thousands and thousands of people lined up outside, and the arena, which is probably 8,000 or 10,000 people, is packed to the rafters. I mean, something's happening, Bill, that's awfully amazing. But the New York Times wrote a story about women, and the women called the office. They said, we never said that about Donald Trump. We really like him. He's really good.
I remember that.
They quoted women, and they never even said it, and it was on the front page, centerfold, massive, big color picture. It was disgraceful. They are so dishonest. I'll tell you what, there is nobody that respects women more than Donald Trump. That I can tell you. And I'll help women, because we have the women's health problems. We have a lot of problems. I will help a lot more than Hillary can. That I can tell you.
Now, you skillfully dodged that question. That was really a good dodge. Would you go into the marital arena if she hits you with the women thing?
I don't think I'm looking to do that, Bill. I don't know what I'm going to do exactly. You know, it depends on what level she hits you with, if it's fair, if it's unfair. Right. But certainly I'm not looking to do that.
All right. Lester Holt, you know him? He's the debate moderator. You know Lester?
I do, and I have respect for Lester.
Good, because I worked with him at Channel 2. I don't know if you remember back then, but Lester and I worked together there in New York. And I think he's a fair guy. I think he's an honest man. I don't think he's coming in with any acts at all.
Well, I mean, the only problem is Matt Lauer is a pro, and he did a great job. We had a debate of sorts. They called it a forum, and that was on Monday night. And I think Matt did a fantastic job last week. I'm sure you read about it. And they came down to Matt. Matt was very tough on me, and he was tough on her. But I thought he was equally tough, maybe even tougher on me. And they really hit him because I won that debate. Everybody said I won. The polls all said I won. And I won the debate. And they hit Matt because they said he should have been much tougher. Well, he couldn't have been much tougher.
No.
And what they're doing is they're gaming the system, like gaming the ref.
Yeah, they're trying to
also
intimidate.
Going after Lester.
Yeah, they're trying to intimidate.
They're trying to intimidate Lester.
Absolutely,
and
but
I think
Lester's
the world
not
is going to be watching that.
He's not going to be intimidated, but he's not like me, obnoxious, and he's not going to, come back and debate you like I kind of debate you and Secretary Clinton. He won't do that.
Well, nobody is. I would say that nobody's obnoxious like you. I would have to agree with that.
I think that we can all agree.
Lester.
I think that's a bipartisan, absolutely, but Lester's not going to do that. But I want to get to...
No, Lester's a professional, but we'll see what happens. I think it's unfair.
Right. Now, the next debate,
I think it's unfair what they're doing, Bill.
You have two kind of partisan people, though. The next debate, you have Martha Raddatz at ABC, who I work with in Boston. A brilliant journalist. But she's a Democrat. And then Anderson Cooper... I think he does a decent job over there, but he's a Democrat. Okay, so you got two Democrats, and you don't. And are you showing up for that, or what are you going to do?
And by the way, Lester's a Democrat. Look,
I didn't know that.
It's a phony system. Lester's a Democrat. I mean, they're all Democrats. Okay, it's a very unfair system. Look, I've worked pretty well within the system. I guess by a lot of polls, I'm leading many of the polls, and most of the polls. CNN just came out with a poll. I'm leading nationwide now by 2. I'm leading a lot of the states. I'm leading Florida, where I am now, by 3 or 4. Something just came out. A poll just came out. I'm leading it by 3 points or 4 points. And, I think I'm doing well. Leading Ohio, leading in North Carolina. I think we're doing very well. After the debate,
that'll change, and then you'll see.
And but
Raddatz and Cooper, you okay with them or no?
No, not really. I'm not okay with Anderson Cooper because I think he treats me very unfairly at CNN. I think he's very unfair on CNN. I think CNN, they call it the Clinton News Network. That's why the ratings aren't doing very well.
Well, they have to compete with MSNBC. That's why they may be doing that. But you say you're not happy with it, but you'll show up. You're not going to boycott it like you did the Fox thing.
No, I'll show up.
Good.
I'll show up.
All right.
Look,
and then the last one is Chris Wallace.
That's what they're doing.
Right. And the last one is Chris Wallace. He's fair, right?
He's fair, he's tough, he's fair, and I don't mind as long as he's fair. And I've done a lot of work with Chris, and I've never had a problem with him.
All right, good. Okay, well, we always appreciate your time. And again, Hillary Clinton has been invited and invited and invited on this program, and she said she's going to come. Did you know that? Her people told us she's going to do the interview with us, so we're hoping that they keep their word. And we'll talk to you, I hope, after the debate. Good luck. That's going to be quite something. Don't get nervous, though. You nervous? You going to get nervous?
Well, I don't think so. I'll be a little bit. I mean, you have to be a little bit, but I understand the ratings will be comparable to yours, so I do your show.
Well, if you can get by this, right? you can get by that. All right. Donald Trump, everybody, there he is.
Thank you.